G'day guys, Mad Paulie here. It's been a while since I've given you a bit of footage, so beautiful day. I thought I'd sit out the front here and show you a few of my snaky poos. There's been a few requests to see some of mine, so I thought I'd get a few out. I have 16 in total, is that right? Yep, 16. I haven't got all 16 because that'll take forever. It's hot. So, let's start off, and before any of you shovel-headed nincompoop Karens out there are going to complain, these aren't the tubs my snakes live in. I've just got them in here, so it's a bit more manageable for me. Here we have one of our beautiful Stimson pythons. This particular one is called Captain Pickles. And don't laugh at her name. She's sensitive about that. She's got a beautiful name. She's a lovely snake. Not the parents of the babies that I breed. Oi, where are you going? Get up here. But out in the sun, I don't know if you can see it, there's a lovely rainbow sheen on their scales, which you get with most snakes. But she's a lovely, lovely snake. She was sleeping before. Actually, they were all sleeping before because it's the middle of winter. Sorry, girlie. I did not mean it. But there we go. Stimson's python. They don't get much bigger than that. And this is generally the first sort of snake people get when they get a snake, because they don't get big and they're very, very easy to manage. There we go. So let's pop you away. Go quick and try not to cut your head or tail off. You'll be out of there in a minute. Next, let's go for a Woma. Now, as you all know, or people that have been following my page, I bred some Womas back in November, and I got back 2 of the babies from a friend who moved away and had to relinquish her animals. So I said, oh, I'll have the babies back, thank you very much. And I can't remember what she named them, so we've renamed them. And this one's Eddie. Eddie the Woma python. Now November, what's that? November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So this is 8 months old. So this is an 8-month-old Woma python with a really cool pattern right there. I like that little bit of a pattern. Always interesting. Again, nice and easy. This would probably be the next snake people tend to get, the Woma pythons. I've actually only got 3 different types of snakes. I've had others, but only 3 different species at the moment. And I think we'll go from this Woma python to a bigger Woma python. There we go. There you go, Eddie. And I think we'll go to Grumpy Boy. Now, Grumpy Boy is in a cage I can't fucking open right now. Oh, there we go. Now, this is a much bigger Woma python. Now, for people that have had me come and help them out with their fear of snakes and phobia of snakes, this is generally the first snake after a lot more to it, but if you're ever going to touch or hold a snake, this is the first one, Grumpy Boy, because he's actually not that grumpy. I never named him. He was named before me when he was a little baby because he used to strike all the time. Now, when snakes strike, that's generally because they are very, very frightened or hungry. But they can't eat us, so when they're striking us, it's not because they want to eat us. Snakes don't have the best sense of sight, and so when they see a hand coming in with a mouse, they just go whoop, or any sort of object near them, they just go, oh, that must be food, and they have a crack. So not the snake's fault. But when you handle your snakes, lots and lots and lots, like Mr. Grumpy Boy here, they become very habituated to handling, and they're not fearful anymore, and are quite nice actually. And for people that haven't held a snake, they always go, ooh, I didn't think it'd feel like that. They're not slimy, they're not slippery. They can be cold because they're not a warm-blooded animal. They're not technically a cold-blooded animal, although that's what they get called. But, oh yes, he's very, and you can even go boop, boop, boop on his head. And he doesn't pull away. So, lots of children hold him. He's a lovely snake. Mr. Grumpy Boy. Now, I'm going to put you back away, mate. Can you go in there for 2 seconds? So, don't worry, you'll go back into your lovely cage. Who should I do next? Next, I'm going to do another Wormer python, but this is not mine. Well, he is mine now, but he wasn't mine. So this is one that's called Mad Max. Now, Mad Max wasn't handled. And so Mad Max, as you can see that S posturing? This is all defensive. And I wanted to get him out to show you. You follow this hand here, pal. This is what happens with a snake that's not handled that often. So he's not angry, he's very frightened. So snake's eyesight isn't that best, so I'm just using my hand to wiggle about so he's concentrating on that movement rather than my face. But if I'm lucky, I might be able to pick him up. There we go. There we go. And this is a snake I certainly won't be putting near my face because I don't want to get bitten in the face. But with some handling, it's good. I'm not restricting him. The worst thing to do is squeeze. I'm letting him do all the movement, but I'm just guiding him with my hands. Ooh, yes. So, Mad Max, we will get you, believe it or not, like Grumpy Boy. There we go, mate. Stay in there so I can get more snakes. No. So this is always fun. There we go. You'll get in your cage. Now, I could have teased him and got him to bite me to show you what that's like, but I don't want to stress the animals out. So if I copped an accidental bite, then that's different. Next, Southwest Carpet Python. Now, this one's been on before. This is the lovely little girl that we got from Nathan Marwick with the gold eyes and the blue tongue. And her name is Nurse Ratchet. And she's just a baby. You're going to get much bigger. But beautiful to handle already at this age. It's quite happy to be held and picked up. And a beautiful animal. Love her golden eyes. I'm going to have some coffee. It's better, it's not so bloody hot. The helicopter. So again, when you get your new snake, if you can, every day, second day, 10, 15 minutes, just handling it. Again, don't control the snake, guide the snake. And as it goes forward, put the next hand forward. So you're always in control. And if the snake's coming towards your face, turn it around. I know I just did the opposite, but that's just to give you an idea. You control the snake. You don't have to sit there going, like you're stuck watching the fucking Notebook on repeat. Horrible movie. Now, so that's a little one. Next, Ellie will get you back in your enclosure too. Let's make sure the tail and the head's not in there. Don't want to cut them off. Next is another one that a lot of people have used as one of my ambassador animals for people that are afraid of snakes, and that's Rocky. Everybody loves Rocky. Now Rocky is a much bigger southwest carpet python, and he's got a beautiful head stamp. Again, very used to being touched. As you can see, much bigger, but he'll probably get even twice this size. But I don't tend to what they call power feed my animals to get them big. I let them eat accordingly. He's actually quite chunky. If I didn't know any better, I would have almost said, "You're gravid. Why are you so fat? You're going on a diet, young man. You're too chunky." Eh? Now, he's 5 years old, so in the snake world, he's relatively small. You can get your 5-year-old carpets to be twice this size. So, but because they live in a cage, they're not as active. I do get them out a lot, and they do get held quite a bit. But they're not like if they were in the wild using their energy all the time. So you are fat. You're a fatty. Yes, I'm going to body shame you, fatty. That's all right. That's my fault. Not so much to eat. You haven't eaten that much, but he's definitely a boy, so he shouldn't be so round. See this? When they got that nice little V, that should be coming around here. When they're round like that, you're too fat. And snakes, believe it or not, they get organ diseases like humans. They get fatty liver and all that sort of stuff from overeating. So we also have to make sure they don't eat too much. Hey? Yeah. So, oh, Rocky. This is one that you can wear as a necklace. Ah, that's better. Not so cold. Ah. No, just kidding. He's just holding on. Because they, it's like if they were in a tree, they don't want to fall down. So they just squeeze a little. He's not trying to kill me. He couldn't eat me. Unless he's after my money. Oh, I haven't got any, so I'm good there. Anyway, I thought I'd show you a couple of my snakes, or a few of them, or however many 6 is. And I guess I'll see you next time.